Hi, good morning. Welcome to Online Finance School this beautiful Saturday. So let's say our first viewer. Today will be so interesting. It will be so interesting and exciting. So let's see our first viewer this afternoon. Welcome, Queen Nana John. So good to see you. How are you? As the family, are your kids, as your husband, how's business, how's everything? Greetings, Queen Nana. So good to see you today. Welcome this beautiful Saturday. So today, I will be discussing on the topic wealth. That's what I'll be talking about today. Welcome, Queen Flobelo. I see you. How are you today? It's the reason why I'm taking that topic is because people have misconstrued the word wealth. People spend the majority of their life working for money. And it's a major concern for me. Yes, I'm doing to work with Nana. It's a major concern for me because if the reason why God created every one of us is to come and live a life of average, a life of materialism, then it is a major concern for me. So I decided to take the topic called wealth. I tagged it Wealth 101. And you can see the purpose is actually to develop the minds of Africans, to be able to enlighten them on what wealth is and what wealth is all about. So I'm going to go straight to the point. I'm going to take some time teaching today and explaining some few things to you. Welcome, Fademi. How are you today? Please, let's go and share this so that people can know that, we are live and we are teaching today. The number one point is, I know it's going to take a time for it to sink for some people. But the number one point that I want you to know is money will not make you rich. Money will not make you rich. And the question I want to ask you today is, if money is removed from our world, if money is rendered valueless, what would you bring to the table? What are you going to bring? What are you going to contribute to humanity? So my first point is money will not make you rich. And the question you need to ask yourself, and the question I keep asking myself is, if money is removed from our world, what are you going to contribute to humanity? So some people have money, but they are clueless about life. They don't know what life is all about. They think life is about materialism. It is the lowest form of life for you to live for materialism. It is the lowest form. In fact, I wrote it down this morning that for you to live for materialism is an insult on our personality. It simply means that we are determining our worth based on physical things. And that's why we are where we are in this world today. Everybody is always running okay, I just want to have this, I just want to have this, I just want to have this. So money will not make you rich. If money is removed from our world, what are you going to bring to the table? It's a question you need to. Okay, I think we are live. I think it was the network. I'm back. Are you there? So, money will not make you rich. If we remove money from our world, what are you going to be worth? Number two point is you must place, I'm underlining the word must. You must underline the one must. You must place premium on the richness of your mind. You must place premium, priority, absolute responsibility, the top of your list, the agenda that should be on the top of your list is to be able to enrich your mind. There's a quote by Dr. Sunday Adelaja that says, if you are not rich in your mind, you are not rich at all. And that's why you find people who have money but act very poorly. You have people who have money, but they use their money to destroy humanity. For example, in African countries, for example, Nigeria, you have people who are supplying people weapons to destroy others. The reason is because they are yet to understand the concept of the richness of the mind. So we must as Africans, as individuals, as families, we must place priority on the richness of the mind. That's why you need to be worried if youths and the young ones go throughout the whole year and they don't learn anything on a daily basis. That should be one of our major concerns. You can imagine someone living life and they don't see a reason to feed their mind daily. It's a major concern. So you must place premium on the richness of your mind. You must place premium on the quality of your mind, on the quality of the information that goes into your mind. You must place absolute responsibility on what you feed your mind with on a daily basis. It simply means that the music you listen to, the books you read, the friends that you keep, everyone around you contributes to your life. And if they are toxic, if they are negative, if they are not value adding, if they are always extracting from you and not adding to you, then you need to watch it. So you need to place premium. Welcome, Queen Elizabeth. I see you. You must place premium, absolute responsibility on the richness of your mind. Number three, a question was asked to one of the richest people in the world, Warren Buffett. They asked him, what is the difference between getting rich and being wealthy? What is the difference between getting rich and being wealthy? This was his response. Very simple and very straight to the point and very apt. He said, people seeking riches never have enough. To be wealthy is a state of the mind. Wealthy people always have enough. Let me repeat that again. People seeking riches never have enough. To be wealthy is a state of the mind. Wealthy people always have enough. That should let you know one thing. Never measure your life based on what you physically own. Never ever do that. The moment you do that, you have reduced yourself below what you physically own. What I mean by that is, for example, if they ask people what is the definition of wealth, the world defines wealth as cars, houses, buildings, jets. That's what they define wealth as. But whereas wealth is a state of your mind, it is the quality of what your mind offers. It is the state of the richness of your mind. It is when you have the richness of the mind that you can produce physical things, tangible things for the world to see, cars and all that. So never ever, even if you don't have a dime in your pocket, even if you don't have the latest cars, or if you don't have a car, you don't have a house, never measure your life based on what you physically own. If you measure your life based on what you physically own, then before you know it, greed comes into play. That's why you find African leaders who steal billions and they are still stealing up to date. Why? That's just to let you know one thing. Money in itself can never give fulfillment. I was discussing with someone yesterday, a youth yesterday, and he was telling me money can give you fulfillment. It is what you do with the money that you have that gives you fulfillment. Money in itself, the paper value will never, even if it gives you momentary fun and you buy comfort. Always note one thing. When you get to a certain age, when you are old, that is when you will know that money does not mean anything. That's when you know that life in itself It's more than materialism. I'm echoing that so that the youths and the young ones in Africa would know that we cannot live our lives on tangible physical things. It is momentarily. I usually, this is my policy. This is one of my principles. Anything that I cannot take with me when I'm gone. Because when we are all gone, we can't even take our flesh with us. We can't take our flesh, this flesh. It won't go with us, just our spirit. So why should I base my life on things I can't take with me? I'd rather go for heavenly riches. I'd rather go for things that eyes cannot see. So never base your life on physical things. The fourth point is, according to Judith McGee, true wealth is having a sense of abundance. True wealth is what we experience rather than what we possess. True wealth is having a sense of abundance. True wealth is what we experience rather than what we possess. What I'm trying to do is to shift your minds from materialism to things that are intangible, things that you can't see with the eyes. No matter what you physically own now, your mindset must always be at a state of abundance. Your mindset. That is why when, for example, if they sack you from your work, and because they sack you from your work, yes, it's going to affect you. You are not going to be happy that you are being sacked. But if they sack people from their work, guess what? Some people go into what do I call it? Some people are affected mentally. Their state of reason is being affected. Do you know why? They have put themselves in a place where their life depends on money. Their life depends on their job. You should, even if your job is paying you 1 million, you should never put your mind, you should never put your life on that job. One thing you must also always consider, 50 years from now, 50 years from now, 60 years from now, 40 years from now, will those things that you acquire now, will they matter? Will they matter? So you must always think abundance. You must always think, even if you don't have a dime or your bank account is red, your heart must consistently radiate with riches. Money should not make you, it shouldn't determine your mood. It shouldn't be what should determine how you feel. If money is beginning to determine how you feel, then you need to watch it. It simply means that you are solely depending on money. Life is important. Money is important. That I know. But you should not leave the basis of your life on it. Number five, true wealth may mean seeking deeper relationships, more personal growth, or ways to create a fulfilled and a meaningful life. True wealth is seeking deeper relationships, more personal growth, or ways to create a meaningful life. Let me share this with you. Life. Do you know why God actually created life on a daily basis? I mean, for us to live life daily. It's because we are meant to live our lives to be fulfilled each day. We are meant to live our lives to be accountable, to be nourished, to be valuable at each day as each day passes by. I wouldn't want to say you don't know what will happen tomorrow. I wouldn't want to say that. But the truth is, you don't live your life to say, okay, tomorrow I'm going to live a meaningful life. No. Before you close your eyes and you open it, we are already old. We are already getting to 70 if God keeps us till then. So Value the relationships around you, your kids, your husband. Spend time discussing things that are of value. Personal growth, growing on a daily basis, spending time, like I usually repeat almost every time, spending time nourishing your mind. I was discussing with someone yesterday, and he said, and I asked, have you been reading? Have you been studying? He said, no. And I asked myself, how do you want to contribute meaningfully to humanity? You've not been enriching yourself. You've not been adding value to yourself. Your net worth is almost, when I say net worth, I'm not talking about money now. I'm talking about net worth in terms of value. It's almost zero. So pay attention to the people around you, your relationships. In fact, if you are married, this is one of the best times to consistently ensure that you discuss valuably with your spouse. Have meaningful discussions, not just what people discuss about. Sit down and begin to ask yourself questions. Okay, what do we need to do? Meaningful things we need to do with our lives. Things that are valuable. Number six, if you think about life only in terms of money, every other good thing will pass you by without you knowing it. If you think about life only in terms of money, every good thing, for example, peace of mind. Trust me, to have peace of mind is one of the greatest assets you can ever have. Peace of mind. Do you think money can buy peace? Money can buy fun, but it can't buy you peace. It's God that gives peace of mind. Peace of mind is one of the greatest assets you can ever have. So if you view life only in terms of money, the things that you should focus on will just pass you by without you knowing. Your relationships, your family, in teaching people the right values, encouraging people, ensuring that people are pushing, are driving towards their dreams. So if you think about life only in terms of money, before you know it, every other thing will pass by without you knowing it. Number seven, money is only worth making if it is going to be used as an instrument to set others free. Money is only worth making if it's going to be used as an instrument to set others free. We must move from a state of egocentrism to a state of responsibility. We must move from a state of me, myself, and I to a state whereby we are concerned about our nation, whereby we are concerned about Africa, whereby we are concerned about the world. We must move from a state of I just want to eat, I just want to sleep, I just want to drink, it's just about me, to a state whereby what is happening to my neighbor, what is happening to everyone around me, I am also responsible for their state of mind. I can't know what I know and I don't teach others. The first step to delivering nations, the first step to ensuring that nations move from underdeveloped or developed state to developed state is enriching the minds of people. If you are poor in your mind, you are poor altogether. If you are poor in your mind, you are poor altogether. So you must, that's why your kids now, your children, as they grow up, please don't take what they should know. Pay attention to the things they listen to. Yeah, that's the word. The kind of songs they listen to, pay attention to it. The kind of things they feed them with in school, pay attention to it. Because of the system of the school, you can teach your child well at home. When he gets to the school, they are going to feed the child with junks. When the child gets back home, you'll find out what they are being taught. Why? Because even the system of education is polluted already. Professors, doctors, all they are interested in is to be paid at the end of the month. They are not putting values in those kids. When you are teaching, you should also teach values in them. But they are interested in collecting millions at the end of the month and chunking out liabilities in our systems. So money is only to be used to set others free. Number eight, this is very important. Money is not worth exchanging your life for. It is not worth it. I know you have to pay bills, and you know you have to get so many things done. But please, don't exchange your valuable life for money. There's something bigger, there's something much more valuable than money. I usually teach like this, so I want to ensure that I fix the minds of people about money in itself. If not, we'll just live 60, 70 years of money, of our lives, making money. And at the end of the day, we look back and ask ourselves, so what have I lived for? Have I lived for vanity, or have I lived for purpose? So money is not worth exchanging your life for. Number nine, one question you should ask yourself on a daily basis. I'm also asking myself, what product will your life produce? What will you be known for? Someone asked me a question yesterday. He said, why did God create us? Like, why were we created on the face of the earth? I told the person, I said, God created us because he wanted us to come and solve the problem. He wanted us to come and fix the problem of humanity. And he asked the question, why are we solving a problem that we did not create? I was like, it's just to let you know that people need answers. People need to be taught properly. People need to be put on the right path. Don't be surprised. Most of the people you see walking have a lot of questions in their minds, and they want people to answer them, to point them to the solutions. What product will your life produce? What will you be known for? What will I, Oluwatoyin Abidemi Shomoye, be known for? What will you be known for? Number 10, a quote by Dr. Sunday Adelaja says, the original meaning of wealth is to possess great qualities, values, and virtues. The original meaning of wealth is to possess great qualities, values, and virtues. I want to ask you today, and I'm also asking myself on a daily basis, what value, what virtue do you possess? What value do you possess? What are those things you possess? Without those values in of you, you might not be able to reach out to people. You will, things are missing. What value and virtues do you possess? You will be surprised that people live their lives and they live their lives being empty almost all their lives. I don't want to be like that. So you must place absolute, when I say absolute, you must place absolute premium on the gift, on the virtues God has endowed you with. Those are your assets. The virtues that you know that you don't struggle for, naturally you have them. Those are your assets. Some people struggle with some other things. For example, just by smiling. Smiling is an asset. Look at our world today. Everybody walks frowning. They walk. As they are walking, they are angry. While someone just needs you to smile to them, that is an asset. That is a virtue. Smiling is not what money can buy. It has to come from the inside. It has to come from your natural being. So pay close attention to your virtues, to your values, to your qualities. Those are your greatest asset. And do you know why? It was God that gave them to you. It was God that gave them to you, not any man. Number 11. Therefore, those who want wealth without work are very lazy. Those who want wealth without work are very lazy. It simply means that I already defined what wealth is. Wealth is the quality of what you possess, virtues, values, qualities. So how do you want to develop your qualities if you don't spend time on them? Do you know that we have people and young ones who spend time on their phone from morning to night? For me, it's one of the troubling things. Sometimes I enter the school bus and 80% of the people in that bus, the young ones, are actually on their phone. They are actually on their phone, wasting away their lives. So for those who say, okay, I want to be wealthy, you must pay close attention to your gifts. I'm not talking about what the world defines wealth as. The world defines wealth as cars, money. That's what the world defines wealth. But God defines wealth as the riches he has given to you that money cannot buy. The ability to convert those gifts into money, that's a form of wealth. But first, you got to pay attention to your gift. So for those that want wealth, there's no shortcut. You got to pay the price. Do you know that some pastors usually say, I'm not meant to say, and I don't want to bring this in, but I got to say that you will be richer than your parents. That's nonsense. If you are not willing to pay the price your parent pays, you won't be richer than them. You won't be better than them. Do you know, as I still speak to you, my father studies almost every day, sometimes 6 hours on his computer, 7 hours on his computer, 8 hours on his computer. I never knew what he was doing until I got to the state of responsibility and accountability. The stage of responsibility and accountability, I'm not talking about age. It is the time I decided to start thinking. That's when I knew what my father was doing. So for those who want wealth, you must, underline the word must, you must develop your gift to bless humanity. And the last point is that for everything that we do in life, every single thing that we do, check your motive. I must check my motive. Your heart must be right. Your motive must be right. I was listening to a talk by Princess Diana this morning. It says something about lead with your heart, not with your head. It simply means that you must check the reason why you do things. You must live your life intentionally. You must live your life accountably. You must live your life with the fact, with the truth that someday you're going to stand in front of our makers to give account of what you do on a daily basis. And you can't stand in front of your maker and tell your maker, Lord, I made a lot of money. It will just look at you and smile. So don't let not having money to bog you down. Find ways to create sources of income. Find ways to create external sources so as to can fund your dream. But amidst all, if you find yourself thinking about money, out of 24 hours, you're thinking about money 20 hours, then there's a problem. Live your life accountably, daily. It's a beautiful life, I tell you. It's a beautiful life money cannot even buy. Live your life fulfilled daily. Live your life and ask yourself at the end of each day, have I been fulfilled? So even you are going to work and you're making money, at least you will know that you are giving life your best. You are giving yourself your best. You are giving yourself, people, the best in life. And I hope you've been able to learn something. And as you go this week, it's a new month, and everybody's shouting. I can see a lot of people already posting in this month, the Lord will bless you. Yeah, amen. But this should be your month of hard work. This should be the month whereby you're going to tell yourself that on a daily basis, I'm going to give myself the responsibility. I'm going to give myself to dedicate myself to fixing Africa. I'm going to dedicate myself to ensure that in my lifetime, I'm going to ensure that the problem is solved. Thank you so much. I love you all, and thank you so much for tuning with me today. And thank you, Queen Elizabeth. I can see all your comments. Let me just greet everybody. Flobelo, I salute. Let me say Happy New Month. Every day is our own new month. Each day is our own new month. We don't have a special day where a new month is good because it's a way of structuring your life, but we live our lives daily. We don't wait for next month. In fact, new month should be a time whereby you take account and stock of your life. Let me show you something. In the new month, I have to go and buy myself a new journal. This is my new journal to be able to document my life. What have I done? What have I been able to do? I'm going to read this and comment later. My wife, I see you. Kunchinwe, I salute. Julius Fire say, Prince Richard, I see you. Mary Paul, Regina, Queen Informa, Mr. Ojoy Dayan, how are you today? Jem Musaka, Queen Show Yaya, I see you. Queen Gift, I work with you Sunday. I have a lot of them here. I love you so much and do have